Hey, folks, welcome. Yes, it's Friday, Long Hair Friday edition number one. I kind of had one last week, but today it's official Long Hair Day, folks. It's Friday, let your hair down. And today is going to be I don't know what I'm going to call it today. I'm not really going to discuss a whole lot that's in, sort of issues going on today or, topics other than I want to shout out to a bunch of people who I appreciate for the information that they do online and such. And, you can look in my description, and I'm sure I'm doing it wrong when I write out, but I'm just trying to copy channel names that hopefully the algorithm will get the show to go out there if correctly. If somebody notices that, please correct me and help me along. Procrastinator, I'm lazy, and I should learn more, and I am trying. Believe me, I am. Anyways, it is Long Hair Friday. Notice the hair is out in a ponytail. Let's just show it off, folks. I got a haircut. Yes, sir. I think my dad might be slightly happy. But anyways, yeah, I got the side shaved again. It was getting a little bit long and stuff, and trimmed up the beard, or shaved. Anyways, yeah, it feels good to do that once in a while. Although I had to, you know, beg the wife to try and cut my hair because she loves my hair and I love my hair too. But sometimes you got to take care of these things to keep them good, right? Give it a little trim, little side shave, whatever. Yes, and yes, and yes. Ah, yes, folks, shout out day. Really, I think it's important. And if you're watching my channel, I know I don't have very many followers, but if you catch this episode and you're looking for other people to listen to that are providing good information, I'm just a dude in a house coat. Justice Truth is the name. And you know what? All I can honestly say is that if I tell you something, please go look it up yourself. Do some reading, research. It does not make you a right wing anarchist or a left wing nut job. Whatever you want to use or whatever. It's called reading, folks. And when you read, you can come to an understanding of a subject or an event, right? Case in point, the wildfires. And, I don't really want to get a whole lot into it, but what we hear from the mainstream media seems to push a narrative. And then when you hear people like even Gavin Newsom, the governor, wants to look into the water issue for the reservoir that was dry, for the Palisade area that was on fire, eh, 100 and something million gallon reservoir dry. Dry. Is that climate change or is that improper management? Don't want to say that word because I'm afraid YouTube might be messing with me because I'm new and I may be saying certain things. Hello, YouTube. Please, I'm just a dude in a house coat. Not trying to do any harm, having some funsies, willing to share information, gather information, all these wonderful things. But yes, let's get back to the shout out, folks. And I have a long list here that is of some of the people I follow in no particular order. None. There's even names in the description that aren't even on this list. And hopefully down the road, I will give you more. I'm not trying to show favoritism. I'm not trying to show political, leaning or whatever, but you will see the obvious when you see that, yes, there are more right wing than left wing that I follow because I haven't found any really good left wing people that I want to follow that actually do truthful speaking. You know what I mean? Right? Midas Touch is horrible. They edit videos, they slander things. I mean, you just look at what they've been bringing in from Canada to argue against Trump. Elizabeth May? Oh my God, the Green Party leader can't even make it to brunch without bringing the bottle herself. She is a walking bar. Seriously, she is not sane in the membrane. Sane in the membrane. Anybody know that old song? Yes. I know I'm still slurping on coffee. It is 4:30 in the afternoon, kind of a slow start today or a later start than normal. But this today, folks, is long hair day. A little bit more fun, maybe more positive, and not so serious. But let's do a shout out, folks. And I got a long list here. And I just hopefully, yeah, you could see that. I don't really want you to, like type it all in and do all that fancy stuff. There's enough people out there. And you know what? Let's go back to SCTV days. Anybody remember SCTV? They were ahead of their times back in the day. Their 3D technology, yeah. See? 3D. 3D. Let's just try and straighten that out. Hopefully, you guys, we can also. Oh, I tried to pause. Trying to be funny here, folks. Yes, yes, yes. Anyways, these are some of the names I follow: Northern Perspective, Real Andy Lee, The Raging Dissident, Clyde Do Something, The Pledge, James O'Keefe, and The Village and Fox. I do not subscribe to any of them. I am a person on disability and I got a budget. But if one day I can, I will. I will subscribe to somebody. But information on the internet is readily available if you want it. I don't like paywalls. I paywalls. I mean, you look at everything that we have to get for entertainment and information. It's $5 here, $12 here. It adds up, right? And it's expensive. But being cheap, yes, I am cheap. So cheap, in fact, that when I was at the reuse shed, there was 4 pack of Costco furnace air filters. Good quality ones. Now, every time I go to buy my furnace filter, and I've been in this house since 2009, and it is now 2025, a long time. Guess what? Every year I practically got to write down the stupid number and go to the store and then go find my aisle and pick out the furnace filters that I need. And then I still got to reach into my pocket, pull out the tag, and say, oh, yep, that's the right one. But that day at the reuse shed, I looked at it, saw the numbers, and boom, I took them home. And yes, I'm happy. I don't have to go to the store for the next 2 years or so just for the furnace filter. So yes, relief saves me about $20 or $30 because these were the Costco filters. I'm not sure exactly the price tag of them. I just know that you can get them cheap, the filters, and you can buy the expensive ones. And this Costco one is mid-range in my mind. Be good enough for me having 4 pets. Oh, the hair that gets in the filters is amazing. Amazing. But yes, folks, let's put this back up here and just show you again, Northern Perspective is a great show. Why is it a great show? Because the people are sane. They're decent, they're well spoken, they have a good stage setup, or I mean, a presence of a desk and all that. And they give you quality information and they explain it. No 15-second soundbite, no misleading tag or anything. They explain it. Just like what how Justin, I don't want to say his name because now I might get pixelated, but you know who I'm talking about, our prime minister? Yes, all these things that are going on, and they explain it well. He intends to resign, but they list off all the things that are wrong with the prorogation and everything else, and hopefully the court challengers will go through. Yes, that's one of them. And like the real Andy Lee, the second one down there, a really good shout out for her because foreign interference, the slush fund scandals, the exposing of all these fake corporation empty offices, sharing offices with other corporations or entities that all seem to be shell companies taking our tax-paying dollars and abusing it, folks. Andy Lee is primo. I recommend it. Follow her on X. Even help her out with a couple of bucks and subscribe or whatever. I would honestly say that. Next person up on my shout out is the Raging Dissident, Jeremy McKenzie. Like him or hate him, loathe him, love him, whatever. He is controversial. He says a lot of things. Yes, I have a Diagolon flag. And guess what, folks? He says mean words, stirs the pot, and he has not been convicted of any crime, has been sent through the ringer, and yes, he is out and doing his show still. And I want to give a shout out to him because he opens up your mind. He is entertaining. He does make you think. And yes, I don't always agree with him and everything else, but he is worth a listen to. You don't have to listen to him every day. I mean, his shows are almost 3 hours, 3 times a week, I think. Crazy, right? But the guy does his job, and he is the bullhorn that is needed in this country to wake up people because our country isn't doing that well. And we got the wool pulled over our eyes, right? We're like the government saying we're doing well, like the job reports that came out. 44,000 of the new 90,000 jobs out of December were public service. So tell me how that is really good for the economy. It is not because you need jobs to make a job in the public sector, right? That's the teachers. They're needed, right? The civil service, yes, they are needed, but at the pace and size that we have, I don't think so. Yes, people. Jeremy Mackenzie, his show Raging Dissident, Philip the Goat, he rocks. I'm telling you right now, if anybody can run the Liberal Party and make it better, it'll be Philip. I am kidding, of course. And so let's pull the sign back up here. Clyde, do something. Why do I like Clyde? Well, he's a decent fellow. He's looks honest. Yes, he shills for the progressives in my mind, but who cares? He also does other topics. He has a wide ranging of interviews and a lot of interesting guests, right? So Clyde is a great guy, provides a quality information. Yes, it's right leaning, and so what? He is proving to be a decent person to listen to because he speaks well, he presents his images in his case and shows things. He does it well. I mean, I'm just a what right now I got maybe three people following me. I mean, these guys that I'm trying to give a shout out, but yes, it's supposed to be a fun day, shout out day, and everything else. The pleb, same thing as the Clyde in a way, but he is Mr. Prime Minister's gotta go. And I enjoy it because he finds the best tweets of people trashing him. He also brings up other things and he is entertaining. And the fact that he came onto the scene as an outsider, during the convoy days and everything else, and then he just made a show. The video of him, wishing Rachel Gilmore in his house coat, right? Well, the pleb, that was classic. And everybody that I've mentioned on here are like, they're good people. James O'Keefe and the Brilliant Fox. Those two guys are American media independent people that really expose stories that we should be hearing and paying attention to, not the fluff pieces, folks. There's too many of them out there. And that's just a bit of a shout out of some of them. I got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Let's put them back up again. Yes, James O'Keefe and the Brilliant Fox, Real Andy Lee, and Northern Perspective, they are your journalists. Now, the Raging Dissident Clyde do something and the pleb, well, they are informative. And are they journalists? Well, the pleb has done interviewing, and same with Clyde, same with the Raging Dissident. But I think they're more of a show that has information similar to, like, Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart shows back in the day. Not the new Colbert. My God, I miss the old Colbert. Right? Give those people a shout out, a follow, and also, folks, remember the scone up there. That is for everybody who's lost a loved one for whatever reason. Like shout out to Dan Hartman for his son Sean. I'm not trying to, use the name to garner, followers that way. I'm just saying Dan Hartman had a son who died of a vaccine injury. It is a devastating loss to a father, the family, and they deserve a sense of justice. From the story that I followed, yes, they do. Also, folks, what else can I tell you? Well, it's going to be a little bit shorter, but yes, please go to the SPCA just once in your life. Just walk down that aisle. If an animal connects with you, by all means, I hope you adopt it. And people, positive vibes. Let's try and make the world a better place one day at a time, or however you want to do it. Just be good, be decent, and be a warrior in a garden. That, I guess, is what I'll end with. Take care. Bye.